Here's a number that should change how you think about cybersecurity. 20 million. That's how many qubits researchers thought you'd need to break RSA 2048, the encryption protecting banking, healthcare, and government systems worldwide. Back in 2021, that felt safely distant. Then in May 2025, the same researcher revised it, down to under 1 million. Same attack, less hardware, 20 million to 1 million in 4 years. Welcome to Silicon to Software. I'm Imran, 20 years in PCB electronics manufacturing. This is episode 3. Today we're talking about quantum computing and encryption, and why the security holding up the modern internet was not built for what's coming. Every time you log into your bank or send a Bitcoin transaction, you're relying on one assumption. Big numbers are hard to factor. That's the whole bet. RSA 2048 gives you 112 bits of security strength against classical computers. Brute force can't touch it. Not with anything running today. Keyword, classical. Quantum computers don't just compute faster, they compute differently. Qubits can be 0, 1, or both at once. Pair that with entanglement and interference, and you get a machine that cracks certain math problems in ways no classical chip ever could. The algorithm that matters, Shor's algorithm, developed by Peter Shor at AT&T Bell Labs in 1994. It breaks integer factorization. The math RSA runs on, exponentially faster than anything classical. Same algorithm kills ECDSA, the signature scheme protecting Bitcoin and Ethereum. One algorithm, 2 problem classes. The foundation of public key crypto, gone. There's also Grover's algorithm. It halves the effective strength of symmetric encryption. A ES 128 drops to 64-bit equivalent, breakable. A ES 256 drops to 128-bit, still solid. If you're running AES 128 anywhere, that's part of this same migration, not a side task. Here's the part that keeps me up at night. You don't need a working quantum computer to start the attack. You just need one eventually. CISA and the NSA named the strategy in their August 2022 advisory, Harvest Now, Decrypt Later. HNDL, adversaries collect encrypted traffic today. Store it. Crack it when the hardware exists. Medical records, legal documents, M&A communications. Anything that needs to stay secret for the next decade is already inside that window. That's the formal planning assumption of 2 major U.S. security agencies. So what do? NIST published 3 post-quantum standards in August 2024, ML-KEM, ML-DSA, SLHDSA, ratified federal standards. The algorithm question is closed. The only open question is why you haven't started. 4 steps. 1. Run a cryptographic inventory, not your software stack, your components. Every chip running RSA, ECC, or Diffie-Hellman. Some of this is baked into hardware and can't be patched. Find out which before you hit a deadline. 2. Sort data by shelf life. Anything sensitive for the next decade is already in the harvest window. Start there. 3. Evaluate ML-KEM and ML-DSA now. TLS 1.3, a far simpler migration, took years after standardization. This one is harder. Start early. 4. Stop reusing cryptocurrency addresses. Free. Takes minutes. Do it. The NCSC has a migration roadmap. Milestones at 2028, 2031, and 2035. NSA targets the 2030s. Nobody serious is saying don't worry about it. 2 decades in hardware. Here's what I know. The harvest may already be running. Every month this sits on the backlog is another month of ciphertext piling up in archives that will one day be readable. The quantum computer is coming. What's protecting most of the world's systems right now was not built with it in mind. Start the inventory. This week. For the full breakdown, citations, NIST document numbers, and part 2 on what this means for embedded hardware, head to silicontosoftware.com. I'm Imran. This is Silicon to Software, episode 3. See you in the next one.